all, thank you for joining me for some yoga. Today we'll do a few sun salutations and just a basic little get you going practice. So today what you'll need, and it can be modified to whatever works for you, whatever feels good for you. And today you'll need, just get your normal stuff, get your mat, some blocks or stacks of books, and a strap. And have those things around, and possibly you can grab a chair. We might do legs on the chair at the end, and we might not. So it just, or you might want to do it on your own, putting your legs up on the chair at the end for some final relaxation. So that is Sammy saying that he's all done. We're not all done, but we're going to get started right now. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take a seat when you're ready. And finding a space that's comfortable for you. Or comfortable for you, Jake. And sitting that up nice and tall, crown of the head lifting towards the sky. Maybe rocking it a little bit from side to side, grounding yourself a little bit here, and then rocking it a little bit from front to back. And then let's go ahead and drop ear to shoulder, and chin to chest, and other ear to shoulder, and chin to chest. Good. We're warming up that core, that body, getting ourselves ready for the rest of our practice. So maybe rolling those shoulders out, and then rolling them the other way. Go ahead and crunch those shoulders up towards your ears, and then release that down. And then crunch that up, and release that down, and crunch that up, and release that down. Good. And from that shoulder crunch, you can see the dogs are all gone. Sitting that up again, a little bit taller, crown of the head lifting towards the sky. You can get those arms involved now, and we're going to inhale and breathe this up. And then as we exhale, let's clasp our hands behind us, open that chest and drop that chin, really reach through those arms. And as always, if any of these movements are not available to you, and you can modify and do them without the arms or without wherever we're at. Go ahead and drop or bend at our elbows, release our hands, inhale and sweep this up. Let's drop right hand and reach this over. And then lift this up, drop left hand and reach this over. And reach this up. Good. Let's lean it back a little bit, and we're going to take our legs to our nice little zigzag. And we'll do our twist and bring it back. So let's inhale, twist, and exhale back. Inhale, twist, and exhale back. Inhale, twist, and exhale back. And inhale, twist, and bring this back to center. Let's go ahead and take it to the other side. So switching that, let's go ahead and twist, inhale, and bring this back. And inhale, and bring this back. And inhale, and bring this back. And again, inhale, and bring this back. Good. Leaning it back, let's go ahead and take it onto all fours. We'll do our cat and cow. So let's drop our belly to the floor, eyes to the sky, inhale. Round our spine, chin to chest, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. And round that spine, exhale. And drop that belly, inhale. And round that spine, exhale. Good, let's bring our back nice and flat, curl our toes under, press against our hands, heels of our hands, and let's lift our tails to the sky. So let's take this up nice and tall, lengthening through that spine, keeping our knees bent so that we're still stretching through our back first, and then let's begin to pedal those feet. Just finding your placement, finding your grounding here in your downward facing dog. This is such a great place to be. That head lower than that heart, nice inversion here. And maybe nodding that head yes, or shaking that head no. And finding some stillness right here, maybe dropping our heels towards the floor, looking forward. And then again, relax that head and neck. Let's lift up on toes, heels high, and then let's drop our heels over to one side, stretching our ankles here. Let's lift this up and drop those heels over to the other side. And then lifting this up, let's walk our feet to meet our hands into standing forward fold at the front edge of our mat. And you can bring blocks here if you would like, if they help, and you can keep your knees bent as much as you want. Let's inhale, flattening our back, looking halfway up. Hands can be on blocks or shins. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up towards the sky. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flattening our backs, looking forward. Exhale, release. Right foot stays forward, left foot goes back into lunge. Let's keep our left hand on the floor or on a block, and we'll do spinal twist over to that right side. Get that nice lunge, breathing it here. Let's take our right arm to the inside of that right leg. You can use that elbow and that shoulder to open up that hip a little bit more. Dropping our back knee, uncurl our toe. Let's press ourselves up and reach it up, slight crescent here on the floor. Good, release this. Take this back into our lunge. Let's take our right foot back to meet our left foot to top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of our knees, uncurl our toes, and let's take the heart down to the floor, and then bring the heart off of the floor in a baby cobra. Curling our toes under, lift ourselves and press ourselves up into that nice down dog. And you get to take a little break here, maybe again nodding that head yes and shaking that head no. From here, let's center our weight and lift our right leg up. So right leg is lifted. Let's go and rotate that ankle that's in the air and rotate it the other way. Good, releasing that leg back down. Let's walk both of our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold, front edge of the mat. Inhale, flattening that back, looking forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up towards the sky. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhaling, flattening that back, looking forward. Exhale, release. Left foot stays forward, right foot goes back, lunge. Right hand on floor and twist this up and breathe. From here, let's take our left arm, left shoulder to the inside of that left leg. Again, if that works for you. And using that elbow and shoulder to kind of open up that hip. Drop our back knee, uncurl our toe, press ourselves up. Use that core as you bring yourself up and lengthen through this. Breathe nice and deep. And then let's release this down. Let's take our left foot back to meet our right foot to top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of knees, uncurl toes. Slowly heart goes to the floor, heart lifts off of the floor. Curl our toes, lift and press downward facing dog. And again, here's your break. Nice deep breath. Centering our weight, let's lift our left leg. Let's lift that left leg and rotate that ankle that's in the air. And rotate it the other way. Centering our weight, let's go ahead and lift that left leg, bring that into the air. Rotate that ankle and rotate it the other way. Bring that leg back down, center, walk our feet to meet our hands. Taking this forward, standing forward, fold front edge of our mat. We're in this fold. Let's go ahead and take opposite elbow with opposite hand, frame that head. So again, we'll do a little bit more inversion here, maybe bringing our feet together, toes touching together. And breathing this here in this nice forward fold. We're stretching through the spine. If those hamstrings are tight or you want a little bit more of a fold, feel free to bend those knees and allow your belly to rest on the tops of the thighs. Maybe looking right at those kneecaps. And then let's release those arms. Inhale, flattening our back and looking forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up towards the sky. Exhale, dive it down and over. Right foot stays forward, left foot goes back, lunge. Drop our left heel and line our right heel up with our left arch. Slowly bring yourself up, warrior one. So hips are twisted forward, reach up through that, nice warrior one. Strong base here. Remembering that if you're a little wobbly, if you need a wider base, then go ahead and take your legs apart. That'll make the base wider. You're still doing the movement, but just a little bit more balance. Let's open this up, proud warrior. And again, our knee going over towards baby toe, relax that face, press through that heel, drop the back arm, palm up, reach up through that reverse warrior. And from here, taking ourselves down, side angle pose, lengthen through that. From our side angle, let's go right into triangle. So releasing that front leg and lifting ourselves up, belly, ribcage twisting towards the sky. Good, let's go ahead and windmill our arms down towards the floor, bending at that knee back into that lunge. Take that right foot back to meet that left foot, top of plank, shift our weight forward to your knees or full chaturanga, taking ourselves down and bringing that heart up into an up dog or baby cobra. Curl our toes under, lift, press downward facing dog, and again, enjoy this and breathe. Walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward, fold front edge of our mat. Inhaling, flattening that back and looking forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up towards the sky. Exhale, dive it down and over. Left foot's gonna stay forward, right foot's gonna go back, lunge. Drop our right heel. Line our left heel up with our right arch. Bring ourselves up, nice and strong, warrior one on this other side. Let's open this proud warrior. Knee going over towards baby toe. Relax the face, but everything else is engaged here. So we're using all of our muscles. We're squeezing everything. Let's drop our back arm, palm up. Reach through that nice reverse warrior. And then take this to side angle pose. Arm to that thigh, other arm over. Breathing it here. And then let's release it into triangle so that leg is nice and straight. Lengthening up through this. And then let's windmill our arm over, bend at that knee. Take that other foot back to meet the other foot. So left foot back to meet the right foot. Shift the weight, drop to the knees or full chaturanga, taking ourselves down, bring our heart up. Curl our toes, lift it up, downward facing dog. We're gonna go into a pigeon. So centering our weight, let's go ahead and lift our right leg, bend at our knee, and drop our right heel over towards that left glute. So we're opening up the hip. Breathing that here. Bring that bent knee back to center, and from here we're going to sweep it forward and take this down. Remembering if you need any support under that right hip, go ahead and use that. You can, the block's kind of a little bit awkward, but you can use a pillow or you can use a blanket. So bringing this into that nice pigeon, stretching that. You can be on your hands, you can be on your elbows, or you can be all the way down on the floor. Breathe into this. Curl our back toe under. Let's press ourselves back up. Downward facing dog. Lift that up. And again, rest that here. You get that couple breaths right here. Let's center our weight. Let's do this pigeon on the other side. So lifting our left leg, bend at that knee and drop that heel over towards right glute. Bring our bent knee back to center. Sweeping through, take ourselves down into pigeon on this other side. And again, if you need to put any support under here, feel free to do that under your left hip, left glute. Remembering that this is your practice, so you listen to your body and where it's going to go today. And remember, every day is different. You may have done this yesterday and you were able to do everything, and today things are a little off, and that's okay. That's part of the practice. That's why it's called a practice. And breathing into this nice hip stretch, this nice hip opener. Curl our back toe under. Let's press ourselves back up. Downward facing dog. Relax that head and neck. Go ahead and nod that head yes. And shake that head no. Drop to our knees. And we'll take ourselves back into a child's pose. Press ourselves up. Let's go ahead and press ourselves up. And we're going to take our legs out from underneath us. Jericho can't get out of the way, huh? We're going to go into a reverse plank. So we're going to open up our chest and we're going to strengthen through our arms and through our core. So pressing through our heels, we're going to take our hands behind us and fingers are facing towards your toes. And So pressing through the heels of the hands and the heels of the feet, lifting with our pelvis first. So I like to think about belly button lifting towards the sky before everything else. We're gonna open up that chest and lifting this up, press through heels, open this up. If this is difficult on your wrist, let me show you the modification. Go ahead and take it down onto the elbows and lifting up at that pelvis. So we're still getting that core work, but if you've got those wrist issues, you can do that. So lifting this up, nice opening of the chest, very wonderful stretch in those biceps, forearms, strengthening of that core. And then let's slowly lower this down. Simple cross legs, sit that up and hinge it forward, shoulders away, so opening hips. And then we're gonna go into boat pose. So from here, we're gonna take it back, pressing through our heels, shoulders down and back. So we're in that similar position. And we're gonna go ahead and lengthen through our arms, take our shoulders down and away. And if you'd like, you can lift one leg, or if you'd like, you can lift both legs. Or if you want more, you can have your legs straight. Or if you want a little less, you can have your hands behind your knees, holding your thighs and opening this up. So they're all doing the same thing. They're all boat and they're all working on your core. So find whichever is comfortable for you today. I'm gonna go ahead, keep our knees bent, lift that up. So breathing this here. And if you start shaking, that's very normal. You're kind of using your whole body here, but especially that core, because you're holding everything up. Breathing it deep. Back to simple cross leg. Let's sit this up, hinge this forward, and then release. Go ahead and grab a block or a stack of books. You don't have to. If you do a full shoulder stand without the modification or without support, then you don't need your block. But we're going to lay down onto our backs. Line our feet up with our knees. Our knees are lined up with our hips. Lift our pelvis towards the ceiling, pressing through those shoulders. If you want to do a little bit of a chest and shoulder opener, we can take those shoulders underneath and clasp those hands underneath the body in this nice bridge. So we'll hold here for a few breaths just to get that back bend in, get that nice opening. And then if you've got your shoulders underneath, go ahead and release. Let's take that block, place it right underneath, and then you can begin to drop your pelvis down. So we want that block right kind of at your belt, right at your sacrum, so at your hip and glute area, so right in between there. And we would lift up right here. So it's a nice kind of supported shoulder stand. And then when you're ready, when you've got that pelvis down, you can go and lift that up, flex through those feet and hands by the body, pressing through that, flexing through those feet. Again, this wonderful inversion. You can also do this with your legs up against the wall. You don't have to use the block. Or you can have your legs up on the chair. So this is our inversion portion. This is what we're doing right here. Breathing it deep. And again, if your legs start to shake, that's very normal. It's okay. And if your hamstrings are tight, feel free to bend those knees. You're still getting that inversion. You're still getting that head being lower than the heart. So changing that whole pattern of circulation. Maybe with those legs in the air, maybe rotate the ankles a little bit and rotate the other way. And then release and release. Lift ourselves back up into that nice bridge. Release that down. Let's reach behind both knees, pull that in. Drop knees over to one side, arms into that nice T, looking opposite. Breathe into this twist. Bring this back to center, other side. Breathe into this twist. From here, take ourselves onto our side, press ourselves up, bring ourselves back to front. And you can sit however feels comfortable for you. Let's sit like this. And let's get one more deep breath. Inhale. Bring our palms together, dropping hands down in front of the heart. Take our chin to chest. Let's lift our head center. Take fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth, thoughts of love, thoughts that are kind and thoughts that are pure, thoughts that encourage and uplift and do not discourage or tear down. Taking fingers to the lips. As we leave today and speak with others, let us speak words of love and words of truth, words that encourage and uplift and do not discourage or tear down. Take hands to heart. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Deeply inhaling and cleansing exhale. And thank you so much for joining me today for another class. I hope that invigorated you, empowered you, got you ready either for the rest of your day, your evening, your morning, whatever it is for you. Be blessed today and know that you are seen, that you are heard, you are important, you are valuable, you have a voice and you have a choice. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.